Alright, now we're doing 7Q Ghostbusters Whitespace Removal. This is by Ben Cooley, and 88% of the people like it. Oh no, ghosts have reportedly swarmed the city. It's our job to get rid of them and save the day. In this kata, strings represent buildings, while white spaces within those strings represent ghosts. So what are you waiting for? What are we waiting for? We're going to return the building string without any ghosts white spaces. So we're going to take something like this and join it together to make something like this. All right. If it doesn't contain anything, we're just going to, any white spaces, we're just going to return that. Okay. So let's start off by declaring an initial variable. We're going to say let result equal empty string. All right. And we're going to push what we get from our loop into this, all right? So we're going to make a for loop, and naturally we're going to say let index equals 0, and we're going to be iterating through this string just like that. We're going to say let index equals 0 while index is less than building dot length. We're going to say index plus plus, all right? After that, we're going to have an if statement. We're going to say if the building at the current index, if building at current index does not equal a string with a space in it, if it does not equal a space, what we're going to do is we're going to say result, and we're going to say plus equals building at index. All right. So basically, we're going to go through, like I said, if it's a white space, if it's not a white space, like S, we're going to throw it into the brand new result empty string, all right, and just fill it right on up. Now we're going to take care of the case that there are no ghosts in the building, and for that we're going to say outside the for loop, of course, we're going to say if the building equals result. So if the original string equals the same as the result, what we're going to say is return, and then we're just going to drop this on in there. All right, and don't bother with the single quotes because we've got an apostrophe right there, so just do the double quotes unless you want to escape the apostrophe. That's your business. All right, and if that's not the case, you know, if the building does not equal a result and we had to do this, all right, and we had to do something like this, we're going to say return result. Let's see what happens. All right, excellent. Let's do attempt. Great, 6 milliseconds. That's the time to beat. Because we're going to shorten this up because that's a lot of typing. All right? So we're going to say const right here. Ghostbusters, we're going to equal that. We're going to say get out of here. And then we're going to do an arrow function. Let me get these out of here too while I'm at it. All right, so for this, we're going to use a ternary operator, the test method, and some other stuff. All right? First things first, the ternary operator is the only JavaScript operator that takes 3 operands: a condition followed by a question mark, then an expression to execute if the condition is truthy followed by a colon, and finally the expression to execute if the condition is falsy. This operator is frequently used as an alternative to an if-else statement. That's exactly what we're going to do. All right? So we're going to say after that, that's just the what's the word, frame of it. We also need to use this test as part of the guts of it. So the test method executes a search for a match between a regular expression and a specified string, and it returns true or false. And that's all we care about is the true or false. So here's the syntax down here. We're just going to say test and then the string. So we're going to have the regex in front of it, test, string, right? And the regex we're going to use basically is going to be this character class right here that matches this one here, that matches a single white space character, including space tab, blah, blah, blah. single white space character. That's all we care about on this one. So that's what we're going to do right there. So let's knock that out quick before getting to the rest of it. So first, let's throw the regex in there. We're going to say S, just like that. Now we'll say dot test, and all that talk just for this. Dot building, awesome. Now we're going to, what are we going to do? So now we're going to say if there is a white space in there, there we go. So like we said, we're doing the ternary operator. We're going to say if this is true, then we're going to say building, and we're going to split it up by the white spaces. So we're going to use the split method, which takes a pattern and divides a string into an ordered list of substrings by searching for a pattern and puts these substrings into an array and returns the array, right? So basically we're going to split it by the white space like this, all right? We're going to say building dot split, all right? Right now it's in an array with that's split up by these white spaces, and then after that we're going to say join, which is pretty much the exact opposite, but we're going to join it by the spaces in between characters, as you can see here, all right? So we're going to say dot join, and just like thus, all right? And that's just the first part of it. So if whitespace.test building is true, we're going to do this, and if it's false, what we're going to do is return this again, all right? So take that, throw it in there. Let's test it out, see what happens. Okay, we were at 6 milliseconds on the other one, and this one, 5 milliseconds, big winner. All right, looks like the one-liner won on this in this race. So now we're going to submit it. Very like it. My solutions. Just me. Look at this white space. Oh no, that was Jay Racina that did that. Mine looks a little tighter. No offense, Jay Racina. So here we go. Best practice on this, and we'll see you next time.